is it that every time someone wants to criticize Mamdani, it immediately comes back to the Jews and the anti-Israel movement instead of actually talking about his viewpoints, which is that he
nobody
wants to
said
make
Jews. You just said it. You always do that. We say Israel, you say Jews. We say Israel is a government. Please don't make it about Jewish Americans. And you come back and go, you have to make it about Jewish Americans. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Yeah. You know, when Stephen Miller supposedly has moved on to a military base.
Hello?
Yeah. Because
that's right.
Before November 1st, because that is how much they fear what they are doing to the American people. Yeah. And realize that we are only at 900 arrests a day right now, and he is looking for 3,000. He is running your America. He is running this country.
Yeah. And this week we found out that his wife is, remember we were like, who would marry him? We're like, oh, that bitch. She's just as awful. Did you see this screaming match on CNN? She had threatened to have, who was it, Cenk Uyghur deported.
Yes.
This was on, I think, Piers Morgan's show. Cenk said Israel, murdered children because one of their SS soldiers was killed. They murdered 46 children today, Piers. And Piers Morgan said, Cenk, when you call the IDF SS soldiers and you compare them directly to Nazis, you know they're Jewish. I'm not Jewish. I find that horrible. Yeah, that was a little much.
Yeah.
But then Cenk says, so Israel does not get a pass on committing another genocide because Jewish people suffered the Holocaust. What happened in the Holocaust was disgusting. It was horrible. And then Katie Miller, the aforementioned Mrs. Stephen Miller, said, you better check your citizenship application and make sure everything's correct because you'll be just like Ilhan Omar. Oh, who they also have threatened to deport?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You and your husband
Piers,
are supposed to be working for America, not for Israel.
No, Piers, quite frankly, I'm really sick and tired of this racist, bigoted rhetoric that comes from people like you against my husband, against my family, and my children. I am raising Jewish children in this country.
Who brought your
in which
children into this?
He inserted a line that says the Millers lie. Is that not coded language for therefore we are Jewish? Come on, Piers. Where are you?
What?
Where are you standing?
God, you're so
Katie,
pathetic.
if I can speak.
Everything's your shield.
If I can speak, listen.
Fire him, cancel him, America. Oh my God, Israel's feelings have been hurt. Why don't you work for this country?
Can we try and get
this country instead of Israel?
Can we try?
Do you agree when your guest says that the Millers always lie? Because that's what your guest on your show just said, is that the Millers always lie.
Israel does not get a pass on committing another genocide because Jewish people suffered the Holocaust. What happened in the Holocaust was
you don't get a pass for calling them the SS.
Hold on. So what happened in the Holocaust and all the pogroms were disgusting. That doesn't mean that.
You know what? And for me, these people don't recognize their illness. They are sick. This is mental illness. Stephen Miller is mentally ill, and his wife, he's married to somebody who is also mentally ill and sick, and they are running our country.
Well, are we sure she's not AI?
I mean,
I'm just throwing it out there because she seems really not real to me.
But the other thing is, I mean, because he said she and her husband are liars, she said he's anti-Semitic. I mean, I'm so sick of this. He's like, what? What? This is what I think, is happening. They keep trying this against Mamdani, and he's going to win by a mile. It does not make you anti-Semitic. How many times can we say it to criticize Netanyahu?
Also, you can't be them and try to convince us that you're worried about anti-Semitism. I really can't.
Yeah.
Not really.
I really can't.
You have the literal Nazis. You have the Nazis in your party, right?
Come on now.
Y'all ain't nothing but Nazis.
Don't treat me like I'm that stupid.
Right. Yeah, it's just an IQ test. Yeah. Side with the Nazis.
Right.
Yeah. Not the side that gets to talk about anti-Semitism. Okay, we talked to Glenn Kirschner about this earlier, Frangela, but Ron says, remember during our oral argument on the presidential immunity case when conservative justices scoffed at and mocked the hypothetical that a president with immunity could just start killing whoever he wanted and there was nothing that could be done if he has immunity. And here we are. I don't know how many people they've killed now on boats that just, it's just
14 this week.
Straight up murder, right?
Yeah.
I feel like we're not, and I know our press is negligent, so maybe it's happening. But I haven't seen any international anger, questioning, from other NATO allies, anybody being like, wait a minute, I feel like the whole world, like we need people to stand up to this.
Yeah.
Well, meanwhile, we got South Korea giving him a crown.
Right.
After
can't
no
with South
King's
Korea.
Day.
Yeah.
I can't with South Korea. You know what?
It's so embarrassing for everyone to know what a ridiculous, easily flattered buffoon he
Exactly.
is.
That's what it
gets
is.
played in every country he goes to, and it's so. I mean, you know, they're all laughing their asses off at him behind his back, right?
It's so easy to manipulate somebody so weak and stupid. And the problem is that your manipulation only lasts as long as like the thought of a mosquito's life.
Yeah.
It's like with him. So it's the last person to talk to him. But I don't know why people don't get appealing to a bully, even a narcissistic bully, doesn't actually get you anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to get what you want because at the end of the day, he has no respect for anyone.
We're talking about such serious subjects, and I'm just picturing people tuning in and watching us in these ridiculous outfits.
Well,
talking about
You gotta have some
extrajudicial
fun.
killings and really trying to
You know
take us
what?
seriously.
people know
Your
that it's
dogs ain't
Halloween.
in the room with you because you're wearing that outfit.
They scurried out when she came in.
You should
Like,
go.
uh-oh.
I know what that is. Nope.
You should go on.
Christy.
You should go on public transportation with me. You see a lot of interesting costumes.
Oh, my fake ice sign, yeah. Sure.
Oh God.
So I was saying, we were talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Chris and I are going with, she's been struck in the head by a barbell at her CrossFit gym.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happened to her, but she's starting to make. But I don't know what it's. Normally, you have to be a former congressman. This was the former congressman, I believe Denver Riggleman. He said, when I was in there, it seemed like the Republican health care plan was this: hey, our plane's not flying really well. We need to change the engine. Let's crash the plane before we change the engine. I mean, she's called it out, said they don't have a health care plan, and they're going to let Americans' insurance triple. I mean,
Yep.
yeah.
No, they had, what was it? They had thoughts and ideas or something.
Yeah.
Plans of
Concepts.
plans, concepts.
Concepts of a plan, sure.
Yeah, no, they don't care. They do not care. They want everything privatized and they want poor people to shut up and die.
They're moving on to military bases.
Not because
That
they
should
luxurious.
tell you something, America. You are underreacting.
And the other thing is, Francis, you say all the time, like, we feel like we always have to say, we're not conspiracy theorists, but, I mean, Dana Goldberg said yesterday, he's building a bunker under, it's not just a ballroom.
Yes!
I mean,
Yeah.
And by the way, Francis, I thought of you because Jonathan Karl's new book, he said the first thing Trump said when he got to the hospital in Butler, Pennsylvania is, how does this look on TV? How's it playing?
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's right.
are you effing kidding me? That's what you've actually been shot? I mean, it's just the whole thing. Everything he does smells to high heaven, doesn't it?
That's right. I got a good Dune quote that works, though, here.
Okay.
Power attracts the corruptible.
Oh.
Yep.
Ah.
Yes. Yes.
That's a good dork quote. And then, but this one works even better for me for right now. Hope clouds observation. So, a little saying from the Bene Gesserit, my sisters,
Yeah.
Before I-
You know what?
before
And
we
if
got
you
furloughed.
weren't stuck in your bed sheets, I would take you more seriously on that. But anyway,
But I think our hope, I think this is part of the problem. I think when Francis talks about we're underreacting,
Yeah.
I think it's this hope and this faith that the upcoming elections, that we'll fix it. We'll fix it. And we just gotta hold in there and get to and it's like, while we're doing that, they are emptying the country of all of its moral, historical content. They are just getting rid of it as we sit here and get hopeful about something that we all know isn't going to go well.
I wanted to talk to you both, Yahweh and Yesh, because I wrote a book, and it's about you guys, but it's really about some of your fans, the mean ones, the racist ones, the homophobe ones, the ones who don't like women. You guys come off really well in the book. Jesus, you come off really good in this book.
Yeah, I've heard that when people talk about the Bible, they tell me that God, you come off really well.
Said no one ever.
Jesus comes off really well. Yeah, no, God, you're very impressive, God. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but you there's some moments, Almighty, where you're kind of the alcoholic step God. You know what I'm saying? But Jesus, he's chill throughout. Like he's proof of evolution.
But John, people have been twisting my message, right? And that's what this book is about.
It really is, Jesus. I mean, I've gone through this book of yours many times. You never said anything against the gays. you never said anything against women having to be forced to be pregnant. I mean, you're not against abortion. You're against the death penalty, Jesus. I know that. You're like your dad in that you tell us to welcome the stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the right people are twisting my message left and right, and we can't take it anymore. So we're so excited to have this book, a really rock solid resource to show people what the Bible actually says. And that's why we love you, John. You're spreading our true good word.
Simon & Schuster's Avid Reader Press presents Separation of Church and Hate, the bold, hilarious new book from John Fugelsang, available September 9th and on sale now at your local independent bookstore or your favorite non-evil website.